cost of delay vigil, excuse me. The cost of delay vigil. Thank y'all for coming out. Tonight we're here. Oh, this is beautiful. We got lots of folks. Welcome everybody. We have a bunch of people to speak to you tonight. Some important people who have brought us an important messages and important changes. I am the media coordinator with MoveOn.org. And MoveOn.org, as you all know, because we have so many members here, is a group that is 5 million members large across the country. And tonight, there are vigils across the country. There are hundreds of vigils today across the country. The idea that it is a vigil and not a rally is to bring attention to the fact, to the expenses, the human expense of healthcare and to bring attention to the state of our healthcare and the extreme human expense that it has. So I'm going to refer to my notes from now on. All right. 18 rallies in New York alone, and 5 in New York City tonight, 1 in each of the boroughs. The vigil is here to... Yay, Brooklyn! Woo! Brooklyn, move on! Our representatives here in Brooklyn have really turned out on this healthcare issue, and we want to thank them for that, and that's why we're here tonight. We also want to encourage them to keep going. The cost of delaying this healthcare reform it happens to everyone every day. 45,000 people died last year because they didn't have adequate health care. That's 4 times the number of people that died from AIDS last year. 12,100 people died of AIDS. 4 times that many died of all different diseases and causes just because they didn't have adequate health care. 2,200 veterans died in 2008 because they didn't have adequate health care. We got to take care of people. 62% of the bankruptcies in this country are caused by healthcare expenses. The expenses are not just physical, or the cost is not just physical, it's financial as well. And it puts people out of their homes. 2,547 people are bankrupt every day in this country from healthcare. That's 1 every 34 seconds. Someone goes bankrupt from healthcare. Some of the people that I asked to come out and share their stories tonight couldn't come because they were either moving, because their homes had been foreclosed on, or they were working extra hours trying to catch up. A real public option could make a difference for everyone. A real public option could give 1.6 million New Yorkers access to quality, affordable health care. That's 1.6 million more New Yorkers that could have access to quality, affordable health care than have it now. It would allow 18,280 New York families to escape bankruptcy every year. 4,700 small businesses in New York could get tax credits that would allow them to provide their employees with health care coverage. It's important to compromise, yes. And we can do that, and we will be forced to do that. But right now, we need to push. Right now, the House is in the Senate, and there's a lot of momentum, and we need to keep on it. We need to pay attention to what's going on with Move On. We need to work with Organizing for America. We need to make calls, sign petitions, send letters to editors. We need to continue to be heard, continue to come out to this. So, we're going to keep the momentum going. We especially want to thank our representatives. The 3 representatives who are represented here tonight. Representative Ed Towns will be from Ed Towns' office. Gail Mohammed is here. She'll be speaking to us. Representative Yvette Clark has sent a statement. And is Daniel Wiley here? Daniel Wiley from Viesca's office. Daniel Wiley, he may be here later. He'll speak to us as well on behalf of the representatives. So, with all this momentum, we have our first speaker tonight, who has been a great advocate for healthcare reform, right here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn's own Borough Vice President, Yvonne Graham.
Thank you. Let's hear it for Brooklyn. I am so delighted to join you on behalf of Borough President Marty Markowitz, who has asked me to thank MoveOn.org for the work that you have been doing to raise public awareness about the need for healthcare reform and for a public option. We are closer than ever to having healthcare reform and a public option, but we must be relentless. We must keep the pressure on. As we know, right here in Brooklyn, almost 400,000 people are either underinsured or uninsured. While we're proud of many things in Brooklyn, that is something we're certainly not proud about. I've spent most of my life in public health, running a community-based organization that serves one of the most underserved areas in Brooklyn. I have seen people die because of lack of health insurance, and we cannot allow that to happen. We're reminded that in the United States, almost 45,000 people die every year because they lack health insurance. We may not know whether that person lives in New York City, in Brooklyn. We may not know the race, the gender, or the ethnicity. What we do know is that that person resides in the richest and most powerful country on earth. And what we do know is that this is a country that can do anything that it sets its mind to. And we must keep the pressure on so that we can have healthcare reform and that we can have public option now. We want public option now. I want to give a shout out to Congress members Velasquez, Ed Towns, and Yvette Clark, and our two senators who are fighting so valiantly for reform. But as committed citizens, we must keep the pressure on. We must make our voices heard, and we must never stop until we have public option now. We owe it to every American who is pursuing life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Thank you.